Hello, everyone. Good morning. Just got my jacket on this morning. My cat's been in and out the window, so I've got the window open. It's a little bit chilly, so I've just got a jacket on first thing this morning. I've not long been up this morning. Bit of a late one last night on the charts. Here I have a monthly chart, so a big picture chart showing you the highs from December 2017 to the lows. That's where my fibs are drawn. As you can see, we came up in June 2019, we tested the 618. We came back down to the 236 and we skirted along. We went up to test the 382 in February. We came back down below the 236. We skirted along, then we've gone back up, better on a weekly chart to show you that a bit better in a bit more detail. But why I'm talking about this at the moment is because I will show you in a moment on a short-term chart how important this Fibonacci is working at the moment. It's incredible how much this one is being used over any other one. This long term from the highs of December 19,700, almost £20,000, the big high of the big blow off top, where Bitcoin became overvalued, and then the lows where Bitcoin found true value of 3,100 in December 18. We came right up and tested the 618 perfectly in June 2019, and we couldn't get through it. We attempted it again and knocked back again. So we came down to the 382 perfectly there. The 382 by July, which was 9,400, back up. Are you watching my cursor? Back up there to the Fib 50, tested it, couldn't break through it, back down to 382 again, tested that, broke through that, went right down, nearly got to the 236, went back up again to the 382 with the Jinping rally, and then down to the 236. And that was a very interesting bottom in November and December 2019. That was a true bottom, if you ask me. That was the bottom that followed the bottom the previous December. True value was found in December 2019, perfectly. And then up she goes again, early part of this year. I think that was the start of the bull rally, but it was interrupted just past the 382 by the COVID. Now, the COVID sent Bitcoin right down, and it nearly double bottomed. You could look at that on a 3-month chart as a double bottom. The way it's come right back down to 3,800. So then Bitcoin goes up to the 382, and look at how long it took to break through the 382. That was superb consolidation at the 382, because Bitcoin found a long time, many weeks. It went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 weeks to break through the Fibonacci 38.2% from July, so to July, and it's all the way from April. That was excellent consolidation. Bitcoin broke through the Fib 50, which was a big moment, because this Fib 50, look left, look at it, couldn't get through and close a weekly candle above it in last year at all. And it also, towards the right back in that end of the bull market, when Bitcoin came back up, it couldn't break through that same mark. Although this fib was formed from that low, it knew before that was the level. Incredible. So when Bitcoin here, we'll go back to August 2020, when Bitcoin here broke through and did close above that Fib 50 for 1-2 weeks, that was a big thing. But then Bitcoin had a perfect classic correction down to the 20-week moving average, which is always such a key one. Let's have a little bit more of a zoom on the recent price action. Look at how perfectly Bitcoin corrected here in an uptrend. Corrected absolutely spot on, hit that 20-week moving average 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times before making its way back past the Fib 50 after a test, after a week where it couldn't get through, broke through, closed above the Fib 50 last week. What an incredible, incredible, incredible move last week. And now she sits testing the 618. Now, what could happen here is Bitcoin could test this 618 for a few weeks. I honestly think that is the most likely scenario because it's such a massive moment. I think there could be a few weeks of consolidation where Bitcoin trundles along at this 13,340 mark. Anything below 50% of this MARUBOZU candle, so anything below 12,300, rethink it a little bit. Then it's a little bit like it has to hold this Fib 50 then. If Bitcoin does come down and close a weekly candle below 12,300, which is 50% of that MARUBOZU candle, then you're looking at the support at the Fib 50, a weekly close above 11,385 is crucial for Bitcoin to remain in a bull market. But I think a few tests now of this 618 is on the cards. Let's have a look at it on a shorter time frame where it's so interesting at this precise moment. Let's have a look on an 8-hour chart. So we're zooming and look on an 8-hour chart, which is like a third of a day. A third, 8. There's something special about that for me. Have a look at that. Look, it's testing that 618 now. So much. It tested it here on the 25th. It broke through slightly and then it come back down. And then it's used that moving average, which is very interesting. The 20, so it's an 8-hour. It's used that a few times perfectly. So what is that? It's on an 8-hour chart, but it's a 20 candle. So my maths is awful. For arithmetic, short-term arithmetic. It's 160-hour moving average. 160-hour moving average. What's that in days? Oh, let's see what that is in days. Let's get some tech on the go. So yeah, it's 160 moving average. It's a 7 day moving average, but look at it. It's tested it perfectly. It's weird sometimes, but look at this. This 618 is that long-term moving average. And I think that Bitcoin is going to now skirt along this for days and days and days. I think it might break through and then come back down and use it as support. But don't be thinking, Bitcoin's just going to blast through there and go on to 14, 15,000 in a couple of days. This is the golden fib from 3 years ago. From 3 years ago. Even on a shorter term chart, it's so interesting on a shorter term chart as well. So on the hourly, everyone uses the hourly. And the all-important one on the hourly is the 20 candle. And we're below it again now because we broke through it. This 20 candle here. When Bitcoin sold through it there, it really sold through it. So earlier on this morning, it really sold through that 20 candle. And when it gets above that, it's used the 200 candle on the hourly chart. That's a very, very interesting one because look at it. Look at how many times it uses that as a low. Oh, wow. That is incredible. Look. So that 200 candle, 200 hourly moving average is very, very strong support, folks. So if you're a short-term trader, Bitcoin closes an hourly candle below that, you should be looking to short. You should be looking to short the market. If Bitcoin gets above the 20 and starts using it as support, then you're looking on the bullish side again and getting above that 618. But don't be surprised if she comes back down, test this black line here, because this is that 618 line. That all important. Look, and it's testing it now. Can you believe that right at this moment in time, as we're talking on an hourly chart, Bitcoin is testing the 618 from the long-term 3-year Fibonacci retracement.